everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. A big day today, so let's get right to it. At Sonny's place, Julian wants Sonny to stop what he's doing, and he accuses Sonny of sending the black rose and threatening note just so he could keep Avery and take advantage of the situation. What? That's just crazy, Julian. Who would do such a thing? And Sonny denies doing it and turns the conversation over to Carlos. And Julian's like, Carlos is dead. And Sonny's like, yeah, no, not so much. And he's going to flip on you, Julian. And Julian contends that he had nothing to do with Duke's death at all. Okay, just like Sonny didn't send the black rose. All right. So Julian's not going to tell Ava that Sonny sent the rose. He wants Ava out of the revenge business like he is. And Sonny sets up for the DA's office to be bugged because there's confirmation that he's going to be at Kelly's. At the hospital, Epiphany, not a Roxy fan, and Roxy will need an orange vest to come into the hospital, which I think would just be absolutely adorable. So Paul introduces himself to Dr. Finn, and he wants to talk about Tracy, and Dr. Finn's like, okay, yeah, no, and walks away. I love this guy. So Paul really wants to talk to Dr. Finn, and he won't answer any questions, and he says Tracy hasn't given consent to discuss her health with him. So I'm like, get it, Dr. Finn, finally, someone who won't discuss privileged stuff to people who aren't supposed to know about it. At Kelly's, Emma's here. Emma's back. I love Emma. She loves Berkeley, but misses Anna. And we miss you, Emma. Don't go back to Berkeley. So Griffin comes in, and he has the DNA results. And Anna introduces Griffin to Emma as part of the family, that he's Uncle Duke's son. And I'm like, this is so sweet. Like, oh my God. This is so sweet. So Emma is so cute, and they're gonna celebrate with hot chocolate, which sounds amazing. And Emma wants to talk to Griffin alone, and they talk about Duke and different ways of missing someone. And he asks her to tell him about Duke, and I'm like, this is so adorable. Sonny meets with his guy, who's named Brick, and he confirms that the office is all set and bugged, and they're going to try to separate the DA from his phone because they have confirmation that the DA is going to be at Kelly's. Sonny checks in with Anna, and Emma hugs Sonny for Robin, and I'm like, this is, oh my God, I can't. I'm going to need to go to the dentist after this episode because it is just too sweet. So Anna tells Sonny that the DNA came back and Griffin is indeed Duke's son, and Griffin brings Emma to the counter, and Anna Sonny move into action to get Paul to leave his phone. So she brings Paul over to Griffin, and she's like, put your device down, come talk to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So Sonny's guy moves into action, and Anna introduces Paul to Duke's son. So then Griffin has to take a call. Paul goes back to his table, and he gets a text, and Griffin has to go back to the hospital. So Paul gets a text, and then Griffin also has to go back to the hospital. So Emma and Griffin are absolutely adorable, if I haven't already said. The sun keeps moving on me and messing with my lighting. So Sonny heads out, and he confers with Brick, who assures him that he'll be the first to know when Paul gets a call from Carlos. And can we all take a second to notice and enjoy the fact that Jerome's guy is named Hammer and Sonny's guy is named Brick? Were we feeling extra construction-y the day of that shoot? I just want to point it out. At the Freeman, I'm not sure now, clinic, Morgan says he's no good for Kiki. And she's like, no, I did not come here so you could throw yourself a pity party. So she wants him to stop making it his fault. He's not the one who shot her. And Morgan thinks that maybe the Morgan Kiki loves was a product of the illness. But at the end of the day, Kiki wants him to accept the fact that he matters to her. And he tells her how he can't feel anything, and until she came in today, everything was pointless. And she brings up the roof, and he admits that he really was going to jump, and she doesn't want him to feel that way ever again, and he doesn't want to either. So someone drops a tray, and Kiki has a panic attack. And now switching back over to the hallway of the Freeman Clinic, Ava says she's not the monster that Carly thinks she is. And Ava wants to just table the Avery conversation and just let Morgan and Kiki talk. So they do remain civil, and I'm proud of both of them for that. And Ava even thanks Carly for taking care of Kiki at the pier. And then Ava accuses Carly's family of pressuring Kiki to be the one who saves Morgan. And except for the one time at the Metro Court right after the Darby thing, I don't really think that was the case, but that's just my personal view on it. So Ava comes in after hearing Kiki scream. Morgan calms her down and he tells her about the nightmares he has and how he reminds himself that it's over, and he puts the incident a little further behind him every day. And then Morgan actually makes Kiki laugh a little bit. So I think they'll be good for each other, but I don't know, romantically. I think they should stay away from each other. They should just focus on their friendship. They really are so much better as friends. Back at the hospital, Ava brings Kiki back, and Epiphany is taking over and is just slightly judgmental of Ava's choice to bring Kiki out of the hospital. Maybe a little bit. So Julian meets Ava at the hospital. She asks how the meeting with Hammer went. Julian tells Ava that Hammer says the organization didn't send the rose, so it could have been the Arms Syndicate or one of the 5 families. Who knows? See the slighting? So Ava suspects that if she's out of the business, then Julian had to give something up. And what could that be? I don't know. It's his freedom. So at Dr. Finn's room at the Metro Court, Dr. Finn is, about to inject himself again. Again, I don't want to draw any conclusions. But Carly's at the door bringing towels, and she apologizes for coming in without knocking. She says the front desk told her that he wasn't there. But I still think you should knock just in case. Apparently, housekeeping has an issue with the lizard, but they'll try to figure it out soon. What? Like, it's in a tank. Like, what's the issue? I'm sorry, she's in a tank. What's the issue? So Carly brought a present for Roxy. It's special bearded dragon greens, or at least something that she read that they like. So has Carly wore that ombre sweater thing before? Because I absolutely love it, and, I want it. So Carly asks why a service lizard and not a dog, and apparently he was camping in Australia when Roxy crawled into a sleeping bag and she was really sick and injured, and he decided to fix her up. But he did release her, but she crawled back into his pack, and that's when he decided to take her home. And if that's not the sweetest thing since Emma Griffin, I don't know what is. And now end scene. We're here again, right, E-Cat? E-Cat's like, yes. So Paul is talking to Carlos. He thinks Paul leaked his survival to the press. E-Cat, do you have to smell the phone? And Paul tells him to stay away from Port Charles, and Sonny is listening to the whole thing. Julian wants Ava to stop asking questions. He swears that her and her children are safe. Kiki tells Griffin about the emotional incident, that there was an emotional incident, and the attendant at the Friedman Clinic apologizes to Morgan again for the incident, that, the dropping of the tray and making, making Kiki have that reaction. He did apologize when Kiki was there, but he wanted to apologize again. And then Morgan says something, that it's okay, blah, 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 but that he's going to get better for Kiki. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If now this is making him take the focus off himself when his focus still should be on himself. But I don't know. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Here's E-Cat's tail. See right there. E-Cat's right here. And after Carly leaves, Dr. Finn ties his arm again. And this syringe just looks really scary. I'm not even focused on what's in the syringe right now. That syringe just looks like some sci-fi creepy goodness, okay? And here's E-Cat. Say hello, E-Cat. Because she doesn't want to say hello. I'm sorry, she's the angry kitten. But thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to vote for Character of the Week. You know, who you think was the best character, who's your favorite character this week. Anything you want. We keep it nice and, free here on We Shouldn't Sing. But I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day. Bye! Let's see if I can get E-Cat to say bye. Say bye, E-Cat. Say hello? Okay.